Hi, everybody. It's Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. Today's date, June the 14th, 2020. It's a Sunday, and we're getting ready for another week of trading. And I want to give you a preview of what's to come, but I also want to give you a heads up out there of what is going on. In the last 90 to 120 days, there have been unbelievable changes in the structure of the stock market that I don't know if it's been fully reported. I think there have been some reports on this, but I don't know if the street has fully figured out what is really going on. A tidal wave of trading has entered the market. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, giving my videos on this channel thumbs up. So I really appreciate it. Love your comments as well. Let me know your thoughts on what I'm covering here and what you're hearing out there. There is a lot going on in the markets. Also, just so you know, I have another channel on YouTube called Traveling with Bruce. There I am right there. TWB, Traveling with Bruce. Check it out. We love talking about cruise ships and the cruise ship business and everything else. Thank you for joining me today. All right, let's get into this. In America, since about March, a lot of people have been stuck at home. And they've been bored. For a while, it was kind of nice because, you could kind of work from home for a while. You could sleep in a little, spend time with your family. But for a lot of folks, it got to be quite mundane and quite boring and quite uneventful. And a certain percentage of Americans out there are really up against it because not only can they not go to work like they used to, they also couldn't do a couple of other their favorite pastimes. One of their favorite pastimes is something called sports betting, because there's no baseball, there's no football, no hockey, no basketball, there's no nothing. You can't bet on any sporting event because none are happening. And what do you do with the pent-up frustration of that? Couple of statistics to share with you here. 43% of all males in the United States between 25 and 34 years of age bet on sports at least once a week. Many do much more than that. 38 million Americans bet on sports all the time. That's more than 1 in 10 Americans. This is huge. And since March of this year, the big three of the biggest online brokerage entities have made an interesting observation. The folks at Schwab and E-Trade, Interactive Brokers, just to name a couple, they have been reporting that since March, they have been opening on average 800,000 new trading accounts a month. That's March, April, May, and so on, and it is still going on. And these new accounts, many of them are being operated through outfits also like Robinhood and M1 Finance, SoFi, Cash App, Fidelity, and so on. These are accounts that are small. They're not hundreds of thousands of dollars each. These are accounts that are ranging from about $1,000 each up to $3,000 or $4,000 a person. And in effect, what's happening is some of these folks are sending in their stimulus checks from the U.S. government and just transferring them right into a brand new trading account where they can buy fractional shares in the market or any other combination of stock. And what's happening is because these new accounts are all operating on, in effect, zero commission to buy, zero commission to sell, people are sitting there going, I got nothing better to do. I'm watching MSNBC and CNBC and CNN and Fox all day long. Why don't I watch these stock market channels? And why don't I play the stock market? I can't bet on my favorite football team, basketball team, or anything else, but I can sure as heck bet on the companies and businesses that I know. And what do 18 to 45-year-olds know about? Well, they know all about companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Google, Microsoft. They also are following the news that we're all following regarding stocks like Hertz, Rent-A-Car, Nikola, Ford, General Electric, GoPro, Hexo. They're following other stocks like J.C. Penney. They're following all the American airline stocks, hotel stocks. They're being bombarded with the news that the coronavirus is bad for certain businesses, but if a vaccine for the virus is invented, and or if U.S. states are going to start allowing business to open up again, which has been happening, certain businesses will pick up in activity. And they're playing the stock market to buy and sell these shares. The amount of volume that is being generated by these investors is staggering. What I haven't yet told you folks is this isn't just an American phenomena. This is worldwide. There are investors, college educated, university educated, you name it, who are stuck at home around the world in some of the most dynamic and richest economies, who have opened up or are opening up stock accounts via their mobile phone or via their laptop or iPad to trade in stocks. And the stocks they're trading are the companies they know and are following. And a lot of these folks around the world they prefer to buy and sell shares of American companies because of the trading platform's speed and reliability for executions and the low cost. And a whole bunch of investors, I'm talking tens of millions of them, are coming into the market to day trade and short-term trade and speculate in the market. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, Hertz, the car rental company, those shares of Hertz used to trade a year ago between 2 and 7 million shares a day, typical daily trade. There's 141 million shares outstanding. That's how many exist for all of Hertz Corporation. On Monday last week, 533 million shares changed hands in one day. There's only 141 million in existence. So what we're talking about here is 3 times the number of shares that are there, that exist, period, changed hands in one trading day. Don't forget there's pre-market trading and after-market trading, and every day we go all over it all over again. The shares were in the 20s, reached down into the 40-cent mark when they declared bankruptcy, basically Chapter 11, and have since risen into the $5 mark and have traded hundreds of millions of shares between $2 and $4 a share. It's gotten to the point now where the company went to the bankruptcy judge in Maryland to ask permission to be allowed to sell 233 million shares from the treasury of the company into the marketplace through brokerage firms to raise up to $1 billion of fresh cash for general corporate working purposes. Now you might wonder, why would people buy stock in a company that's in Chapter 11? Well, simply put, the speculators are going, hey, I can buy $1,000 worth of this stuff at $2 a share, and in the same day sell it at $2.50, or I can sell short at $3.50 and buy it back at $3. I can make 50 cents a share on 1,000 shares on a flip within hours, maybe minutes. That's $500 a trade, no commission in, no commission out. Hey man, I'm unemployed. I'm only getting unemployment of $1,500 a month or whatever the amount is. If I can make $500 a day or $500 a week or a couple thousand a week trading stock with only 2, 3, 4, 5 grand lying around, why wouldn't I consider doing that? I'm smart, I'm educated, I see what's going on. These trading platforms I'm talking to you about, where you can buy and sell stock on an instant basis, where you can do trades for as little as $1 a trade, $5 a trade, $10 a trade. These platforms give you technical indicators on the direction of the market. They give you technical analysis instantly, whether there are more buyers or sellers on the stock right now. In effect, they're giving you hints that right now the trend is up, right now the trend is flat, right now the trend is down. These folks are speculating on minute-to-minute trends in the market. This week's stocks to look out for: earnings are coming out for Oracle, for H&R Block, Carnival Corp, Kroger, and of course this week we're going to watch what happens with Hertz. There are, of course, the regular darlings, obviously, the big FANG stocks. So we won't forget the Facebooks and the Netflix, Amazon, Googles, but also Boeing is trading like crazy. Spirit Airlines, American Airlines, United Airlines, the hotel stocks. They're all getting picked up and watched by these new investors who are and have been sports bettors and have been employed full-time with their employer at their offices, traveling for their work, who are now stuck at home or who are very local, and they need something to do. And they have found it. They have found it on this market, and they're not just Americans. It's a global phenomenon. I'll keep you posted on this changing world in which we are. I appreciate you watching my video today here on Stock Markets with Bruce. It's a new channel. Please subscribe to it. Please give me thumbs ups if you like these updates. Let me know your thoughts on what you see and what you hear. We'll keep an eye on these incredible markets. In the meantime, have a great day and happy trading starting tomorrow. See you later, everybody. Bye for now.